What's up everybody, Chlorine King here. Welcome back for another video. I get this question almost daily, and that is, what should the water level be? So I decided it's time to make a video. We've had a lot of rain down here in Florida the last couple nights, and my pool is extremely overfilled. In fact, if you look down there, it might be hard to tell, but that water is below the level of the coping, way above the skimmer. So I'm going to show you, I already made a video showing you how to drain water out of the pool, so we'll skip that part. But I'd like to take this time to talk about why it's important to make sure the water level is correct. And the first part is 90% of the contaminants in your pool are in the top 2 inches of water. So you want to make sure that skimmer or water level is correct so the skimmer can work properly. And so I'll show you as we drain the pool what the proper water level is and explain what can happen if you don't have the water level correct. So let's go ahead and start draining the pool. So now I'm over here at the equipment. I already went ahead and opened up the drain line so we can start lowering the pool water. If you notice too, the pressure on the gauge is zeroed out, which means that water's not really circulating through the system all that much. It's just basically draining out. So we're gonna walk out to the street where mine drains and we'll talk a little bit about draining the water. So we are here at the street, and you can see my pool is actually draining through this. So it looks a little nicer. Some drain lines are ran all the way to the street, like my house here. Sometimes you see a blue backwash hose right there at the pad where you run it out to the street. One of my Patreons actually asked me the other day, you know, how are neighbors when you drain water in their pool? I would definitely recommend against that, because you want to make sure you're keeping the water on the property who owns the pool and you're draining the pool, so you're not upsetting the clients. I've had some clients get upset about walking on their property, if I walking in between yards, if I park in front of their house or stuff like that. So try to always keep the water to the homeowner, at least when you're draining it onto the property. And also, one last thing too, make sure it's okay to drain the pool to the street. There's some municipalities here where they don't like it going in the sewage. Then there's other ones that don't mind, like mine. So just always keep an eye on that. Try to know that so you don't get fined for anything. So now I'm closing on the skimmer. The skimmer is basically what's going to dictate the water level. And what I mean by that, you want to keep the water exactly halfway up the skimmer box or the mouth in the side of the pool, like what we're seeing here. And if you don't, so for instance, like mine was filled up to the top of the coping a little while ago, the skimmer's not working like it should. It's not pulling debris in as quickly and as efficiently as it could. A lot of stuff swims past. That's because you're not getting that Venturi effect from the skimmer pulling water in through the skimmer mouth there. Stuff just floats by. So it's important to make sure that it's low enough, about halfway up the box, to make sure it captures as much as it can. The other downside is too low of water. So if we got the pool water level about 1/3 of the way up the box, that would be what I would consider the minimum amount of water. At that point, I'd start adding water. And the reason why is you want to protect your pool equipment. If you have the water level 1/3 of the way up and something happens, like a small leak, or a lot of swimmers come through and splash out a lot of water, you're going to have a situation where the pool pump is going to start sucking air and not staying cool by the water flowing through it. That ruins seals, motors, stuff could burn out, and all that fun stuff. So it's important to make sure that you keep enough water in the pool to make sure it doesn't damage the equipment. And lastly, just keep in mind, when you are draining the pool, you are losing chlorine, you are losing salt, and all that stuff. So make sure you rebalance the water afterwards. And where you're draining the pool too, it's important to make sure you're not putting a highly chlorinated water right in the middle of someone's nice green yard, because they're going to be pissed when you brown out all their grass. So try to put it in the corners or out to the street if your municipality allows, or anywhere else but right in the middle of the nice green yard, and destroy it. So we're going to keep lowering this, and then once the water level is done, I'll show you where the water level should be. Alright guys, so we are approaching the perfect water level, which is halfway up that box. So I'm going to go over to the equipment and turn the main drain off now, insert a clip, or I'm sorry, not main drain, the drain line, and insert a clip of it closing. basically it. So that is the perfect water level for your pool. It's based completely off the skimmer there. So hopefully that helps. Don't hesitate to like and subscribe. And as always, we'll see you next video.